Hey there, good looking. Join me for this all standing lower body workout. Listen, I have peppered in functional movement patterns, single joint exercises to improve your balance, as well as keeping us standing the entire time. Now, you will need a little bit for equipment, so please grab what you consider are a couple of moderate pairs of dumbbells. So we are training legs, so you might be able to go a bit heavier. We also need access to a wall for one of the exercises. Something to hold on to, so that could be your wall again for another exercise, and then a rolled towel for another exercise. I know, these are all things you have, right? So gather them up and let's go get warmed up. All right, before we get started, if you'd like to track your fitness with your watch, press start now. For reference, I chose the strength setting on my Apple Watch. Let's warm up the hips. Take a step like you're stepping over something, and then step it back, other leg. So we're externally rotating, internally rotating. You got it. Knees soft on that stabilizing leg, working a bit of balance too. So today's workout, we're doing strict sets. So what does that mean? That means that we stay with the same exercise for 2 sets and then move on. Some of the exercises are unilateral, so we're working one leg at a time, at which point you'll just work that one side once. Last one. Beautiful. Continue into the outer hip now. Soften this knee, take this leg, bend it, and abduct away. I've got a slight hinge from my hip, feeling it in the hips right away, and working balance. Yeah, right? And then at the very end of the workout, you want to stick around. I've got a fun finisher for us. Last 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, soft knee, bend that leg, and let's go. If you're all over the place for balance, by all means, hold on to something. But one trick that I've cued in the past that works really well is to focus your stare on something stationary. 4 more. Last one. Excellent. All right, I want you to step out this way for me and then sink down into a squat, knees track with the second toes, up, other direction. So we want to hinge through the hips slightly as we push the bum rear, almost like you're seeking out a chair, but you're never going to sit, at least not in this workout. And that's going to give you that hip hinge pattern that we need for our squats. And then we are tracking, as I mentioned, those knees with the second toe. One more each side. Last side. Excellent. Now I want you to take your side lunge this way. Good. Now go on a side lunge on a 45. Excellent. Side lunge this way. So we're going to move through different movement patterns because the muscles work in different movements. We have 4 each side here. Now let's pick the toe up a bit. One more. Push the hips back, hinge through the hips. And release. All right, this side. Step it. Good. Now on a 45. To the side. 45. Toe comes up. Feels nice with the toe coming up, doesn't it? One more each side. Last back. Beautiful. All right. Continuing on with the hips, here we go. Give me 3 and 2 and 1. Lift up off the heels, arms reach. 3 and 2 and 1. Lift up and reach. So I'm in this quarter squat, warming up into the quads, and then lifting my heels up, getting that lower leg engaged. Sink a little lower if you want to work a little harder. Remember the warm-ups, whole entire purpose is to prepare the body for the work about to be done. One more time back. Reach. Face the top of your mat. Reach it. Step it. We hip hinge, reach for the toe, sweep up. Hip hinge, reach for the toe, sweep up. Last time. Hip hinge, sweep for the toe, reach up. Turn around, hip hinge. Good. Dynamically getting into those quads, or pardon me, hamstrings. My goodness. Know your muscles, PJ. Get with the program. One more. Excellent. Here we go. Some butt kicks. If you don't mind a little impact, you can bring the heels up a little faster. Knees under hips. 10 seconds here. We'll grab some water and then we're rolling. All right, grab some water, crew. We're moving with the first exercise. It's a walking lunge. I don't do a lot of them in my program, and I really don't know why. It's a fantastic functional exercise. So we'll grab the heaviest of the weights that we have. Okay. Now I want to add a little bit of time under tension with you. So we're going to stay down in that squat for a breath, or that lunge for a breath, before we pick up the back knee and step forward. So just step forward for me in lunge. Hold it here. 1 and 2, step it forward. Hold it here. 1 and 2, step it forward. Now you go for as many lunge forwards as you can, and then turn around and go back. 1 and 2, step it. 1 and 2, step it. 1 and 2. 1 and 2. Woo, find that balance. I'm having a challenge myself. One more time back. 1 and 2. Finish it. 1 and 2. Woo. All right. So as I said, it's strict sets. So we're not doing anything else. We just got one more of these and then we move on. Walking lunges will be done. Whew. So if you didn't pick the knee up and try the balance, let's try it this time, okay? Here we go. Step forward. We hold here for 1 and 2. Knee comes up. Drive forward. Find that balance. 1 and 2. Knee comes up. Drive forward. 1 and 2. Hopefully you can get a couple more lunges in than I can. So I'm going to really challenge balance and my core to keep the knee and not tap the toe. So knee comes up and then right away, turning around, getting into my next round. Beautiful. Whew, we did it. Find that wall I asked you to have. Stand beside it with the right hip. My hip isn't against the wall. I am hip width away from the wall with my foot against the wall. Now bend that inside leg and just push the outside of your knee against the wall. As you do that, push the hips back into a quarter squat. So again, my right hip is not touching my wall. It's actually probably 2-3 inches away. It is my knee that's pressing against. My feet are only hip width. Keep going. So hip width is 2 fists. So I don't have a wide stance. I start with my foot beside my wall, bend the leg, and I go. Firing up, hips, big time here. We're pressing that knee into the wall while we track this knee coming in towards that second toe. So this is a unilateral movement. So we'll just do one each side. One more. Woo. Yeah, fun, huh? This is probably one of my favorite exercises right here. So feet hip width, inside leg bends, outside of the knee presses into the wall, not my hip. Chest proud, 3, 2, 1. Push the knee into the wall as I squat down and drive. So we get a lovely 40-second work followed by an even lovelier 20-second recovery. We need our heavy, heavy dumbbells coming up after this. And my foot's not pressing against the wall either. There's very little in this back foot. It's the outside of my knee pressing. So lower leg isn't active on this. Woo! All right, grab whatever heavies you have. Hold your dumbbells side by side. This is called a suitcase hold. So we're getting ready for travel right here. So you don't want the feet too wide, about shoulder width. Now we're going to sink the hips back as we deadlift, hinging through the hip and coming down. So knees bend, hips go back. Drive up, proud chest, do it again. We want to keep that spine neutral. As my knees bend, push my hips back. So I'm not turning this into a squat. I'm still hinging from the hips, but I'm initiating the movement with a bent knee. 2 sets here. Nice and slow and controlled. Probably about 12 reps we'll get in today. Whew. All right. So how'd that weight feel? If it felt good, awesome. If you think you can go a little heavier, hey. So our last set here, give it a try. So again, suitcase hold. We don't want the feet too wide, otherwise the dumbbells are gonna push those knees inwards. We don't want that to happen. So shoulder width, here we go. Hinge through the hips, bend the knees, come down. Can dumbbells hit the ground? Drive to stand. Really good posture chain exercise. Everything behind getting trained. All right. Now, if you'd like, maybe switch out to just a little lighter of the heavies that you have. Start on one end of the mat. We're stepping out for a side lunge and then adding a balance movement at the end. So when we do the side lunge, toes, knees, hips, and shoulders to me. Step out this direction, come down. Now drive up, knee up. Find that balance. So we want one leg to stay straight, one knee bends when we do that side lunge. So you got to step out a good distance from your body, and then we push the hips rearward. Excellent. And then keep everything squared to me, and you're laughing. So here's another unilateral movement pattern. So we'll do one each leg, and then move on. Woo! All right, so we'll get to the other side of our mat. Do what we got to do to get those legs ready for this final set. And recognize that each side might feel a little different for your balance. So if you've got to tap that toe down instead of drive the knee up, go for it. All right, moving in this direction. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Good. Knee up or maybe toe tap just to get that balance, get that stability. And then maybe play around with things. But we need to be able to stop ourselves, don't we? Yeah, at a rapid pace as we're moving in real life so we don't fall. So here's a functional movement pattern to teach you not to fall. What do you do if you fall though? You drop and roll. Don't stick your arms out. It's a good way to break out your wrist. Break your wrist. Woo! All right. Uneven squats coming up. This one we could probably take a bit more load. So let's go back to those heavy ones we have. And then just mirror me. Feet are going to be shoulder width or maybe a bit wider. One arm straight, one arm bends. So it's mimicking real life. Say we're holding on to groceries and then we got something going on up here. So shoulders, hips, knees, toes to me. Press those hips rear, keep that chest lifted. So there's the difference between our deadlift, or one of the differences, in our squat. Chest is lifted, and it's more knee flexion. Bum going rear. 40 seconds here, and then we do this dumbbell up for the second set. We're almost done, actually. I wanted something shorter for you for those days that you're looking for a quick leg workout that's effective and functional. Time. Whew. All right. So don't move. Just stay where you are. That way we don't have to get set up again. We're going to now bend this arm, place it up here. Nothing else changes in the movement except you won't feel it, but your core is having to shift now because the load is changed. This exercise, actually all of them that I've chosen for today, are going to be great at strengthening your knees. So hitting the muscles all around the knee. Last couple of reps, and then we're going to need that rolled towel. One more. Whew. All right, I want you to grab one of your light or moderate. I'm going to hold on to a chair. You can hold on to the wall. A chair is going to give you a better view of me. Left foot is going to be on top. Dumbbell in left hand. Wrap the other leg around. Drive up and lower down. So the towel is providing us a little bit extra to lower. So a little greater range of motion, but nothing really intense. Some people do this off of a step, and I'm not a big fan of that because there is a chance of just taking it too far or making it more of a ballistic movement, and all of a sudden we've got issues with the Achilles tendon. So here we're in a safe pattern, and I think you'll agree with me. You feel your lower leg, yeah? So this is the exercise I mentioned at the beginning that will help with your balance. Last two. One more. Woo, baby. Again, unilateral movement, so we only do this once on each side. So stronger calves have been shown to help support us and help give us better balance. So now we got the right toe. So half of my foot is on there. Other half's hanging off. I'm going to wrap my left leg around and then drive up high off of my heel onto my toes and down. Performing my best ballerina move here. And I am about as graceful as a bull in a china shop. So it was pure sarcasm there, if you didn't catch that. Softness in this working knee. It is definitely straight, but it's not locked out. Leaning forward slightly. Woo! Last exercise, we'll grab some water and we'll move into our finisher. Let's get in one more crew. Woo! Don't worry, we will stretch the calves after our finisher. So grab a sip of water and we're going to get busy. All right, grab yourself a sip of water. You deserve it. We're moving into I'm just going to call it a quad burner, okay? So it's going to be performed Tabata style. That means 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds of rest, 8 rounds. It goes really quick. We're going to alternate lead legs on this. I'm going to ask you to grab a small pair of dumbbells to place your heels on top of. So I don't want your dumbbells too big, otherwise your heels will be popped off the ground too much. So for instance, I'm using a pair of 5s to put my heels up. Now let's position them and join me just underneath the hips. So my feet are hip width. And then I'm going to step off with one leg. So I only have one heel up. From there, I'll sink into a quarter squat. And then I'm going to jump forward, go lower, come back, stay there. Forward and back. All right. Let's get a heel up. Sink down. Now step forward and back. So as I step forward, my back heel may lift off of my dumbbell post. I'm okay with that. Woo! And I'm feeling it right away. And we're alternating right and left leg for this whole Tabata series. Time. Other heel up. Other one that we just worked now comes down, and that's the leg that's going to travel forward and back. Let's sink down here. Step forward and back. Forward and back. Good. So no jumping. That's kind of nice if you don't like to jump. Very effective for the quad. So we're in this time under tension, this iso hold squat pattern while the leg shifts forward and back. And we have to accommodate that with that back leg. So a lot of different muscle fibers fired up. Here we go. Back to the original heel, lift it up. Sink down, step it back, and in. So there's a little bobbing action happening as I step forward and come back home. I'm just trying to stay alive here. My quad's on fire. Please tell me yours is too. Whoa. Yeah, good times, right? Other heel is up. Here we go. Drop down. They're called finishers for a reason. If you're getting tired, don't step forward and back as much. Take a little pause, but see if you can still stay in this quarter squat. I am really having to do some self-talk on this to keep myself going, so I'm with you, but we are strong mentally. Let's do it. And then this is going to make us stronger physically. Whew. I think I'd almost rather a wall sit than this, hey? Oh, Lord. Here we go. Sink it and go. The good news is this is it. After this, we'll do some stretches and then you can put a smile on your face and pat yourself on the back. I'm a little higher up because I'm struggling, so that might be on your end too. All right, so we just have one more each leg. We got this. Come on, team. Sink it. Let's go. Come on. Last time on this leg. Remember, when we know it's the last time, we can dig deeper. We can find it. We've done the hard part. 6 rounds done. So our last leg here. One more. Come on. Woo! Yeah. We will feel good when it's done, I promise. Or you're going to hate me. That could go either way. Here we go. Sink down. I could be a zero or a hero. Hopefully I'm your hero. Right now I don't like me actually, so I'm with you. Right now I really don't like me. Woo! One more. Yes! Oh my God, hobble over. High five. Oh, bravo you. Let's get the dumbbells out of the way because I don't want you tripping on them. Grab another quick sip if you need it. We're going to do some stretches. How about we start with the quads? Yeah. Good idea, PJ. It's the best idea I've had all workout, hasn't it? All right, so here's the scoop. Not everybody has full knee mobility to do this. So what do? Well, you need a yoga strap or an old necktie or a bathrobe tie. Wrap it around your ankle and Bob's your uncle, which he was, by the way. All right, so knee under hip. Find your balance or hold on to something. Once you've got that knee under the hip, squeeze your glutes to me. Good. I actually had 2 Uncle Bobs, one on each side, Mom and Dad. Good. Find that breathing pattern too. Okay, nice and deep. My heart rate's going, so I'm just trying to bring it down with some nice, easy, steady breaths. All right, other side. Again, don't have that mobility. Get that tie, and then keep it in your workout area. Now let's pull the knee back and squeeze the hips to me. Beautiful. Softness in that stabilizing leg. Whenever we're stabilizing the body, particularly on one leg, we always want a soft knee because that's going to fire up our quad and our hamstring, both muscles, and our calves actually. Both muscles or all muscles needed to help give stability to the knee joint. So we never lock out a joint. Only gymnasts do that. And they train from like birth onwards to do that without injuring themselves. Beautiful. Feet hip width apart. Let's get that lower leg. Step back, left leg, heel to ground. Take a peek. We want that foot in a straight line. And then we're going to press the back of the knee to the wall behind you as you lunge forward, feeling this beautiful stretch in the calf. Now let's get the front of the body too. Interlace the hands, open the chest up, let the elbows drop back. Breathe. Bit of a challenge for the balance as well, no doubt. So if you find that you're kind of all over the place, I would rather you get the calf stretch. So then hold on. If you got the back of a chair, couch, or wall, hold on. Hold on. I could break out into a song right now, but I would never do that to you. I like you too much. All right, let's keep the hands there, or maybe they're on that chair. Feet hip width, step back out the leg, heel to ground, back foot is straight, take a peek. Press the back knee towards your wall behind you, bend your front leg. Yes, nobody in my family was blessed with the ability to sing. Happy birthday songs at our house. It's like a bunch of cats dying. Release. Actually, it's giving cats a bad name. Step forward with one leg, toe is up. Press the hips rear, hands on the thighs. I've envied people that can sing, though. I would love to be able to sing. Think about it. If you could have one talent, what would it be? Singing for me, for sure. Or the ability to sleep. I'd take either one. Toe to ground. Now, if you have osteoporosis, I want you to maintain a neutral spine and just come to stand. Everybody else, we're going to round the back and then round it up. Yeah, if I could have one talent or superpower, it would be the ability to fall asleep anywhere, anytime I want. Other side, shift the hips back, feel that hamstring. Maybe share below if you're granted the ability to have one talent or superpower, what would it be? All right, toe to ground. Now my osteo crew, please root to stand with that neutral spine. Everybody else, we're going to lead with the chest, come down, and then round it up vertebrae by vertebrae. Thank you so much for joining me. Drop a comment down below. I'd love to hear what you think or what you would love your talent or superpower to be. And have a fabulous rest of your day, and we'll see you next workout. Bye.